while the Outer Banks of North Carolina are a chain of barrier islands which create a marshy inlet. The drama series Outer Banks is actually filmed in South Carolina. If you are familiar with the Low Country and watched the show, you have probably noticed how the show uses several South Carolina locations to show off our beautiful coastal region. In fact, if you enjoy the show, or if you're just looking for a popular destination that is full of history that isn't Charleston, then head to the old Mount Pleasant. During our trip, the first stop we made was at the Pitt Street Pharmacy. This pharmacy was founded in 1937 and seems to be impervious to the changes of time.
Chocolate. Dad, I want to eat the red chocolate. Eat the red chocolate. Strawberry. For me. I'm thinking M&M's.
I told her. He wants M&M's, yeah.
I got the mom. I know again.
She said that it's artichoke relish. Isn't relish usually pickles? By the middle of the 20th century, the residents of the old village shopped on Pitt Street. This area included a grocery, hardware, and department stores, a dress shop, doctor's office, and pharmacy, barber shop, post office, and Mount Pleasant Academy. A passive control device, then referred to as the dumb policeman, directed traffic at the intersection of Vining, Pitt, and Church Street. Next, we headed to the Pitt Street Bridge for a leisurely stroll. The bridge is also known as the Cove Inlet Bridge and the Cove Inlet Causeway. It's got stairs so you can go down there and get in that mud. Yuck. We ain't going down there.
We're not going in the mud?
No, it stinks. Don't you smell it?
We're not going there.
Not today. It's too cold, Millard. Interestingly, the bridge was once the sole means of crossing the Charleston Harbor from Mount Pleasant to the beach at Sullivan's Island. While there, we got to see sailboats, fishermen, people harvesting clams, and a bald eagle. That's a lot of birds.
There's a lot of bullets on that beach. Muddy beach, is that right?
That's beautiful. Look, it's all kinds of colors.
Look, this beach is muddy, is that right?
It's not a beach, but yes, it's very muddy. That is right.
That's a beach. This beach is really muddy, is that right?
Yes.
We go somewhere here and my knuckles.
Yeah.
It's Sunday.
You would get down there and get clams and cook them?
Yeah.
Well, when you get big enough, we will do it then. We'll have to research it. I don't know nothing about getting clams. But if you want to do it, we would do it. Before the Revolutionary War, a plank bridge built on barrels was constructed across the inlet separating Mount Pleasant from Sullivan's Island. In 1864, the H.L. Hunley crew crossed the footbridge on their way to Breach Inlet to test drive the submarine. A trolley bridge spanned the cove in 1898 and was replaced by a vehicle bridge in 1927 known as the Pitt Street Bridge.
Look, that's the bridge. We're going to walk on that bridge, is that right?
Ooh, this is kind of scary, isn't it?
Yeah. We need to be trolling the deer before. That right?
Is that right?
Yeah.
I don't see no fish, do you?
Right there.
You see a fish?
You see the fish?
It looks really green.
The fish. We have to wait.
Oh, you're gonna win that race, because I ain't running.
The man with by wall. Then the whole thing floats. That's why can you put in there that light.
That's right. After leaving the bridge, we drove around enjoying the historical homes and reading the historical markers. Abby Murnau, a Quaker from Philadelphia, established a home for orphans, neglected, and destitute children. Funds to purchase and operate the home were solidated locally and from friends in the North. It was incorporated in 1883, and it was believed to have been the first orphanage for colored children in the state. That's cool. From about 1748, various ferry services connected Mount Pleasant to Charleston from docks along the Mount Pleasant waterfront and the Wando River. The Ferry Street Wharf burned in 1898, and a trolley service commenced from Hibben Street Wharf in 1899. Passengers rode the streetcars east on Pitt Street across the Cove Inlet to Sullivan's Island and to the Isle of Palms. At midnight on September the 21st, 1989, Hurricane Hugo, a Category 4 storm, blew into Charleston County. Winds exceeded 140 miles per hour, a massive 20-foot storm surge, and extraordinarily high tides ravaged the area. Hugo cut a raft 50 miles wide and 200 miles long across South Carolina, and it was one of the strongest storms to hit the East Coast since Hurricane Hazel in 1954. By 1872, several settlements which had developed along Charleston's harbor were incorporated as the town of Mount Pleasant. The earliest hamlet was Greenwich Village in 1766, followed by Hibben Ferry 1770, Mount Pleasant Plantation 1808, Hillardsville 1847, and Lucasville 1853. The old village was bounded by Shem Creek, Simmons Street, Cove Inlet, and Harbor. A 1911 storm during the of Reverend Franklin Woodbury nearly destroyed the sanctuary, which was essentially rebuilt. Later renovated, including the application of a brick veneer in 1961 during the pastorate of Reverend J.A. Saab Jr. gave the church its present appearance. Friendship AME Church also hosts the graduation exercises of nearby Lang School for many years until the school closed in 1953. This church was founded during the Reconstruction and has been the same in the same site since 1890. The first sanctuary served this congregation was located in Hibben Street and built on the lot leased by the town of Mount Pleasant in 1877. After moving here and building a new church under pastorate Reverend F.E. Rivers in 1890, the congregation grew so quickly that it built its third sanctuary, large frame church by 1895. Lang School, located here from 1868 to 1953, was founded in 1866 by Cornelia Hancock, a Quaker who had served as a nurse with the Union Army during the Civil War. First housed in Mount Pleasant Presbyterian Church, Lang Industrial School was named for Harry M. Lang of the Friends Associated for the Aid and Elevation of the Freedmen. The 1868 school, destroyed by Charleston earthquake of 1886, was replaced by a school which stood here until 1954. Early introduction at Lang, with its motto, "Try to excel," combined academics and instruction in industrial farming and homemaking skills. A new Lang Elementary opened at Kings and Greenwich Street in 1945. The high school remained here until a new Lang High opened in US Highway 17 North in 1953. Lang High closed in 1970 with the desegregation of county schools. That building later housed Lang Middle School, which opened in 1974. And I bet that's the old schoolhouse bell. This building was constructed in 1884 as the Berkeley County Courthouse. Mount Pleasant served as Berkeley County seat from 1883 to 1895, when the town rejoined Charleston County. The old courthouse, named in 1991 for former mayor Magrath Darby Jr., has been used for newspaper offices, a school, a seminary, a Baptist church, and a town hall. On June 18, 1812, the United States declared war against Great Britain. One of our first units to be mustered into service was the 3rd Regiment of the South Carolina Militia, which was stationed at Hardell's Point, west of here, to aid in defense of Charleston Harbor. Their barricade stood within the present town limits of Mount Pleasant, and they were equipped with state funds. The 1812 monument in this cemetery originally marked a burial plot for the 3rd Regiment of the state troops. Soldiers who were buried there apparently died from disease while stationed at Hardell's Point nearby before the Civil War. This monument is said to have stood at the corner of Pitt Street and King Street to this Confederate cemetery to protect it from vandalism. In 1899, the Pagines family built this small post office adjacent to their store on Church Street to serve as the post office in Mount Pleasant. The Pagines family served as postmasters until 1917. Pagines Post Office has been owned and maintained by the Alhambra Garden Club since 1971, when it was moved to Edwards Park, and the club restored the building in 2001. Of course, for dinner, we could have went to the Wreck, which is a fish camp style restaurant on Shem Creek that is a feature of the Outer Banks show. However, we decided to drive to Park Circle and dine at the Tattooed Moose, which also has a unique atmosphere. What is that?
What you doing? Oh, it's a big right now.
A reindeer.
See?
What kind of animal is that? I don't know. Is that a reindeer? You won, Millard. And a ring? You won me a ring?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
And candy too.
Y'all.
Open this.
Oh, so many things. All right, well, we'll open it, but we're going to eat first. Wow, I didn't even read that it come with these.
Take a picture.
I did. That looks good.
This is
That's
a
the
big
Cuban
one.
ribbon?
Big going down on me. What's this? Look, I want to have some too.
Okay, well, you got to wait.
I give Daddy big Coca-Cola. What do you want
If you enjoyed this vlog, please like it, and as always, thanks for watching.